Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending when you're watching it. Right now it's the morning of February 3rd, and another day of wheat cleaning is just firing up here at Pitura Seeds. Today, I want to give you a little bit of a snapshot of what's going on here in January and February, what we're seeing in some of our cereal quality after a dry and then wet year from 2019. And also give you a few tidbits of some questions you should be asking when you're picking up your certified seed for your 2020 crop next year. Just making our way over here to plant number 2. We've got one guy just getting ready to dump a load into the plant. He's actually dumping in the Foundation Daybreak, a new variety that we're cleaning for the first time. We grew it this year and are quite excited to see how it did. I mentioned it's a cool morning but sunny, so I'm going to jump inside right away. Here we are inside the plant, and what I want to do is take you through kind of the flow of the grain as it goes from dirty in receiving to the finished product. So we've got a receiving bins on a vibe stream. It carries it into the plant, and then it becomes elevated, and we'll go through the aspirator. So I'm going to climb up on the platform so we get a closer look at it. From there it gets elevated again through the stream machines. Then we'll jump in. Take a look inside the machine and what's going on. From there the product is elevated again. It flows back through 3 indents. And then the next cleaning procedure is on the gravity tables. 1 or 2 gravity tables. This is a new variety called CS Daybreak from Pitura Seeds out of their Lima Grain breeding program. We grew it 1 year on the farm and are excited to grow it a 2nd year. Really high quality wheat at the end of the day. So from here, we'll take you back, and we're going to move to our color sorter room. By far the most exciting room in my opinion. And what it is doing is singulating out the seed as it flows down each chute. And then I'm going to zoom in on the touch screen, and that is giving you the number of kernels that it's ejecting per chute. And that right there ensures us a high quality product at the end of the day, and it's a great quality control measure to check anything that got through any other machine. Now we're going to jump into our quality control room. Alright, we're back here into a warm room, which is also our monitoring room and our quality control room. And so we've got our team in here. Helena is making some adjustments to the machines and managing the flow of the product. And then as we move a little further over here, and I'll get you in the back of the camera, we've got Alex doing some grading. Alex is taking a sample off the plant, a clean sample, and checking it for quality every half hour to make sure that it's meeting the certified #1 specs that we need, or whatever pedigree we're looking to achieve. So one thing our team has noticed here as we clean wheats, and we've got quite a few different lots through the mill, is the different seed size that we've been seeing this year. And a large part of that is because of the moisture stress conditions. We are on the dry side during grain fill period, and because of that, depending on where that kernel was on the plant, if it was in the middle of the main stem, on the outside of the main stem, or in the tiller, we were getting a different kernel plumpness, which ultimately affects the kernel weight. So one thing we've really had to do is manage our screen size while cleaning so that we get a smaller variance of seed size. And ultimately, at the end of the day, what that's going to get you is a product with a consistent seed size, which will allow for consistent flowability in whatever grain cart you're using or whatever meter you're using during seeding time. You want nice even flow so you get even plant distribution throughout the field. So that's one thing our team has noticed, whether it be in wheat, oats, and or barley. The second thing is just how extreme moisture affected seed size. And here's a great example I've laid out on the bench for you. Let me see if I can learn how to use this camera. So I'm going to zoom in. We've got two different view field lots. Now, what's so important about them? They're from the same original seed stock. They're grown in the domain area, only about 3 miles apart. They both look really good. They're all both harvested before our rain events starting happening, so our color is pure. We don't have much bleaching. But what we've got is a big difference in final weight per 1,000 kernels. But what I'm saying by that is, if you're seeding each of these seed lots at 120 pounds, you're going to get a huge number of plants per acre difference. So if you're targeting 34 plants a square foot and you seeded each lot at 120 pounds, you're going to be ranging your live plant stand by about 5 plants a square foot. So depending on what you want to target, you really want to fine tune your seeding rate to the kernel size, to the lot that you're seeding. And so I encourage you to ask whoever your certified seed supplier is what the TKW is, so you can fine tune your seeding rate, so you can maximize your yield potential.